And good afternoon. Thank you for joining us here on Fox 59 now as we continue our coverage of the funeral service and now the 1042 call before we head to the cemetery for fallen Beech Grove police officer Brian Elliott. He was killed in the line of duty a week ago today while responding to a domestic violence call. Happening right now in Beech Grove is where you will see a procession of officers that are now arriving at the Beech Grove Police Department. We have some live pictures there. We're going to show you exactly what happens throughout this process since a week ago when Officer Elliott arrived on the scene of the domestic violence call at the apartments there on Hornet Avenue. He has been on duty. At the end of an officer's shift, they sign out for the day with a 1042 call. Because Officer Elliott was killed in the line of duty, he never got the chance to sign off for the day and therefore has been on this call for a week now. And as we have now made our way out of the Beech Grove Gymnasium where the ceremony was held, it is now time for a final sign-off on the radio. What you'll hear on Marion County Dispatch, if you're a person who likes to listen to the scanner, you'll hear this momentarily on South District Channel 1. They will call Officer Elliott's number and his car number over the radio 3 times, of course, knowing that he is not going to answer. They will then, the dispatcher will make a speech,
put your restrictions into place.
And a little bit of what you're hearing is that audio. We will let you hear it in total once that begins. And they will sign Officer Elliott off for the last time. That marks his end of shift. In the morning, officers sign on with a 1041 saying that they are beginning their shift. These are the usual 10 codes that folks who use radios for their work, including police officers, firefighters, they all use these 10 codes. You've probably heard of 10-4, which means, okay, I understand. A 1023 means an officer has arrived on the scene. A 10-7 is what an officer will call in and say, hey, I am unavailable for a call because I'm doing paperwork, I'm going to the restroom, I'm temporarily not available. When they come back from whatever they're doing, then they 10-8 and they are back on duty. And so one of the last radio calls that Officer Elliott would have made would have been accepting this run. He would have said his car number and where he is heading from, and that he would be responding to this scene, which in this case was a domestic violence call. Because he never got the chance to sign off for the day, he will be signed off on the Marion County radio system here in just a moment. This is one of the final goodbyes before we make our way to Crown Hill Cemetery, where he will be laying amongst the other heroes there at the Crown Hill Cemetery. At the Heroes of Public Safety Memorial is where he will be. What we're seeing right now are cars from all across the state, Marion County, IMPD, Sheriff's Department, Indiana State Police, and even from neighboring states who will come and show up and participate in this solemn moment for an officer who was killed in the line of duty. That 1041 call will stop, 1042 call that is, will stop all of the radio traffic, and essentially everyone will listen to this and for the final time mark Officer Brian Elliott off duty. From there, we'll make our way to Crown Hill Cemetery. I know a lot of you are would like to go out and see where this is going to be. Of course, it is cold outside, and so you are welcome and invited to stand alongside the road as this procession makes its way across the city from Beech Grove and into Indianapolis. We do have a full screen which will show you where that procession is going to be, but it'll make its way from where they are right now at Beech Grove. This is really just down the street from Beech Grove High School, and they'll make their way through Indianapolis. We'll show you that map in just a bit, but they'll make their way through Indianapolis, up I-65, which if you're familiar with that part of town just south of downtown Indianapolis, there's a lot of construction right there. So I-65 from 465 on the very south side will be shut down. If you are getting ready to head out that direction, the interstate, you will find has been blocked off. It's difficult enough to get through there right now. And so as you add in a procession as long as this, you'll have to shut down the interstate just to get this procession through. They'll make their way up I-65. They'll get off at 29th Street, where you would go for trips to the Children's Museum, and then they'll make their way up Illinois before turning on 34th Street and getting to the very front of Crown Hill Cemetery. There at Crown Hill, there are 2 garrison flags. At Beech Grove in front of the police department, there is a single garrison flag that Officer Brian Elliott and the procession will drive under as this 1042 gets ready to be made. So here is the map. This is the way. If you are interested, you really want to be in that Beech Grove part. A good portion of this will be on the interstate I-65 before getting off there. That's 29th Street to Crown Hill Cemetery. So if you want to be in the Beech Grove portion, after they leave, they'll continue down Main Street. They'll drive through the city of Beech Grove, a city of 15,000 people, many who will be out on the street to pay their respects to this fallen officer. They'll continue to make a right on 17th Avenue, and then they'll take Troy over to Keystone, where they will then jump on the interstate and stay there on 65 North until they get off at 29th Street. They'll make a left onto Illinois Street, another left on 34th Street, which will take you to the entrance of Crown Hill Cemetery. As you see here, a long line of cars. This particular shot, this is right there on Hornet Avenue. That apartment complex that you see actually on your left is actually the scene of the location where Officer Elliott's life was taken when he responded to that domestic violence call. Just in the background is Beech Grove High School. That is where Officer Elliott is a graduate of. He is a Hornet, and that is today where the ceremony was held. And so that particular portion there of Hornet Avenue, it's an interesting juxtaposition right now to see that apartment complex, but also see the Beech Grove High School. Just down the street, you make a right there on Emerson and head north. That's where you'll find this location. This is Emerson and Main Street, where the Beech Grove Police Department is. Just across the street from the big Amtrak shops is where you will find all of these people who are on the corner lining up on Main Street. There's the Beech Grove Police Department behind these officers that appear to be, it looks like, from the Marion County Sheriff's Office, where Officer Elliott also worked prior to joining the Beech Grove Police Department in 2024, are standing guard on his car. This is the vehicle that he would have responded to there on Hornet Avenue at the apartment complex. And right now is the memorial that is set up outside of the Beech Grove Police Department. In addition to working at the Beech Grove Police Department, he worked at the Marion County Sheriff's Office and for the Eskenazi Hospital Police Department. Those are among the officers and departments who are represented today, along with members of IMPD, the state police, and numerous other agencies from across the state. You've seen a lot of
traffic ops 2 units on Calvary Street.
Hearing some of the radio dispatch. We're going to keep that up so we make sure we don't miss the moment that Officer Elliott is signed off. You see some folks there saluting, standing, paying their respects on a day when right now it is 28 degrees and windy in Indianapolis and in Beech Grove, but that does not stop people from coming out to pay their respects to one of the people who shows up on what a lot of times is the worst day of your life. This procession, as we look at this shot back on Hornet Avenue, it's not a very far distance. If you were in a normal driving mode from the Beech Grove High School to the Beech Grove Police Department, you're talking about 4 minutes. 4 minutes of a drive, two turns, one right on Emerson, one left on Main Street. And that is where all of these units from various departments from across the state are headed right now. There is no school today in Beech Grove, so you will see a lot of students and families who may have had the chance to get out and pay their respects, as this was held in the Beech Grove High School gymnasium. And a lot of you also may be wondering, if there are so many police officers who are in this procession right now, who's protecting the city of Beech Grove? Who's responding to the calls? And various departments, including IMPD, are stepping in what is part of the South District and the Southeast District of the Marion County map. They are all stepping in to make sure that the calls for 911 continue to be answered in Beech Grove, while those officers, you heard earlier that there are 39 members of the Beech Grove Police Department who likely all are here paying their respects. So if you need something right now in Beech Grove, your call will not go unanswered. You'll see an IMPD officer or an Indiana State Police officer show up at your door, likely in IMPD, as Marion County all steps in on a day like this for a city and county that are all one together.
Northbound I-65 from Keystone.
And you hear there on the radio channel the officers getting their directions, reminding them of where they will be going after leaving from Beech Grove. Lot of officers. So if you listen, if you have a police scanner and you want to listen, you will hear this yourself as all traffic will stop, and you will hear this on Metro Southeast Channel 1 coming up here in just a few minutes. We're going to show it to you as it happens right here on Fox 59 now before we make our way, continuing with that procession up 65 to Crown Hill Cemetery, where Officer Elliott will lay in the Heroes of Public Safety Memorial.
Let anybody else through. Northbound 65 from Keystone. Clear.
And as we've seen a number of cars that have made their way from Beech Grove High School to the police department, some of the cars we have not seen are the Beech Grove police officers who apparently will be at the back of this pack as they make their way to the Beech Grove Police Department. I'm seeing officers from Homecroft right there just down the street, IMPD cars, Southport cars. This is a time where your jurisdiction, your home city makes no difference because all of these officers work together on a day-to-day basis, and Greenwood Police there making their way through this long line, this long procession that packed an Indiana gym filled with people. So there, right there, you've got Southport Police that are coming through, Greenwood Police, a long list of officers, Lawrence Police, Indiana State Police. The list goes on of officers who are participating in this today.
Baker 3, Sickle 6. Baker 3. Your lead car is trying to maintain the speed. We still have a significant amount of cars pulling out of the high school down here, FYI. 10-4. Circle 1, are you clear? Yes, sir.
I don't know if our Max Lewis can hear us and if he wants to jump in and explain just how long this line is. I know he's still out there. Jesse Wells is out there. Russ McQuaid is out there at Crown Hill Cemetery. If either of them, especially Max, wants to give us just a little heads up on when we start seeing some Beech Grove cars, Max, you're welcome to jump in as you've got the best view from out there. Okay. Okay. If we do, we'll certainly welcome Max to jump in. I think I did just see a Beech Grove car. We're also seeing Marion County Sheriff's cars who, as part of this, are in this as well, as Officer Elliott worked for the Marion County Sheriff's Office. From time to time, I'll take a pause so we can just listen to the sounds out there, listen to the radio, and take you into the moments of what is happening at the corner of Main Street and Emerson as officers get their instructions on how they're going to get from the south side of Indianapolis to the near north side at Crown Hill Cemetery.
Medics getting on 65 from Raymond. Copy. Thank you.
Traffic 1, just information. Correction, Sickle 1, just information. We have a stroke medic getting on at Raymond and I-65. Lead is northbound 65 at Raymond. Clear.
Acre 3. All marked cars are rolling. The Beach Grove medics are going to stop right before the civilian cars so they can be last in line.
Lead is 65 north at the Morris Street exit.
Clear.
Traffic on car 18, the coach is entering the high school parking lot.
Clear. Thank you.
Signal 1, Bryce Wolf.
Signal 5, go.
Sir, up to you, but you can stay where you're at with your motors. We haven't used the signal 1, and I'm going to be good up here, but thank you.
Signal 1, Signal 5, I'm clear on your traffic. We'll stay here with the coach.
Northbound 65 to Washington.
Motors in high school, slow down. They're not quite ready to go. Okay. Signal 1, traffic officer. What speed are you around?
15, 20.
Motors in high school, they're moving down. Clear. Just along the route, there's going to be a fairly sizable gap that'll have developed between cars and the start of the family transport. So be aware.
And what you're looking at live right now is Hornet Avenue. This is just outside of Beech Grove High School. This is the only street in and out of Beech Grove High School. On the right is an apartment complex where last week was the scene of probably just as many police officers that were there investigating after Officer Brian Elliott responded to that domestic violence call. That's the scene of actually where this all happened. And as they pass both of these scenes, it'll only take just a few minutes to get down to the Beech Grove Police Headquarters, which is where you're seeing this shot right now with the first set of Beech Grove police officers making their way down Main Street. This is where they will stop, and that 1042 call will be broadcast over the Marion County Southeast District Radio Channel number 1. What is different about this than your typical funeral procession is that typically in the funeral procession, the deceased is at the very beginning, but only escorted by the escort team that stops traffic. In the back is where all the family is. And in this, that's essentially what you have, except the amount of officers at the front of this procession that are guiding the deceased is far greater than normal, because you have every police department in the area guiding them. They are essentially guiding the Beech Grove Police Department and the Marion County Sheriff's officers along with Eskenazi. Other officers from around the area are escorting them. The Beech Grove officers are then escorting Officer Elliott and then his family to Beech Grove headquarters, where he will be signed off on the air for the final time. Again, it'll only take just a few minutes to get from Beech Grove High School. They make one right off of Hornet Avenue onto Emerson, head up north, and then they'll make a left onto Main Street, which is this shot that you're seeing right now with that stream of Beech Grove officers. There's about 39 of them that work every day, and they are the ones who are immediately in front of the hearse that is pulling Officer Brian Elliott, eventually transporting him to Crown Hill Cemetery, where he will be laid to rest at the Heroes of Public Safety Memorial, where so many other police officers who were killed in the line of duty are taking their rest. As we just saw at the Beech Grove gym, his family, the mayor, and the police chief saying their final goodbyes, giving the eulogy and their words of respect and celebration for an officer who was killed in the line of duty.
Job well done. You're all relieved.
And so what you just heard there was directions to the officers who were at Beech Grove High School. They've been doing crowd control. They've been doing traffic control to stop traffic on Emerson. And they were just told, thank you guys, you did a good job. You are now relieved of duty, as the last car of the family has now left off of Hornet Avenue, and Beech Grove officers at the front are now on Main Street, and there's Marion County Sheriff's officers as well. This is the Marion County Sheriff's the bicycle, motorcycle team, as they get ready to lead the hearse now on to Main Street, right in front of the Beech Grove police officer. As the hearse makes its turn around the corner, you can see in the background people who were over at Amtrak, workers who have stopped working to come across the shops at Beech Grove, as it's called, to pay their respects, along with other people who are there lining 17th Street. Here in a moment, we'll hear that final 1042 radio call, which we'll listen to in its entirety.
Officer Brian Elliott. On February 16th, 2026, Officer Brian Elliott of the Beech Grove Police Department answered his final call. While investigating a disturbance, Officer Elliott was fatally shot. There is no greater love than a man that would lay down their life for another. Beech Grove Police Department, Officer Brian Elliott, Beech Grove 59, is 1042. He is gone home for the final time. Authority SOP 1420, signal 100 listed, resume normal traffic.
Vegas City, anyone wants to advise when we can release 4,000 Emerson?
Stand by. We'll release it once we've turned on to Main Street.
And there you have it. Officer Brian Elliott has now been signed off duty. He has been on duty, on a call since last week. He didn't get the chance to go home. He didn't get the chance to sign off of that call. He didn't get the chance to sign off duty for the day. That is what happens, unfortunately, when an officer's life is taken. They don't get to have that moment that they do every day and say, I'm 1042, I'm done for the day, I'm going home. And so what you just heard was the dispatch on the Marion County radio system call for Officer Elliott 3 times, of course, knowing that he's not going to answer, and then sign him off 1042 for the final time. He is now off duty and has ended his tour of service with the Beech Grove Police Department and the state of Indiana. From there, this convoy, this procession will make its way through the city of Beech Grove, up Troy Avenue to Keystone Avenue. They'll jump on I-65, which is through that construction zone that a lot of you are familiar with. So they've shut down the entire interstate from 465 on the south side all the way up to that south split area. They'll follow the south split, follow the north split, make their way onto the near north side. They'll get off at the 29th Street exit. They'll make a left there on Illinois and then another left into Crown Hill Cemetery. And that is where this procession will come to an end. At that location, you'll find more garrison flags, 2 large ones that Officer Brian Elliott will be carried under one more time before he goes to his final resting place at the Heroes of Public Safety Memorial. When the convoy does make its way to that location, we'll continue our coverage here on Fox 59 Now. Our Russ McQuaid is there, and of course, we will continue telling the stories of how the city of Indianapolis, the city of Beech Grove, and the state of Indiana has continued to honor fallen officer Brian Elliott 1 week after being killed in the line of duty while responding to a domestic violence call. Additionally, we'll have continuing coverage beginning this afternoon at 4 o'clock on Fox 59 News, first at 4. For now, that is our coverage of the 1042 call. We will be back here on Fox 59 Now when the procession arrives at Crown Hill Cemetery. Do stay tuned for now. I'm Cameron Riddle, Fox 59 News.